What's going on, YouTube? I'm going to properly title this video Channel Updates. Kind of give you an idea of what's going on, where things go from here, and talk about some things. So, don't know how long this video is going to be. Lately, I've been trying to keep things short, but that's not always easy for me to do. And one day, I'm going to get a wireless mic like Zitomax. I've watched his video, and I'm like, I really wanted to just have something I can attach to my shirt, walk around, and talk without having this thing, because the farther away I get from it, the quieter it becomes, and then the closer I get to it, the better it sounds. So I'm gonna eventually get a wireless mic so I can talk like this without holding something in front of the camera. Usually I try to have it just below the frame, but then I gotta talk a little bit louder for it to pick me up. So just wanted to go ahead and do it today. Anyways, recently my channel hit 20,000 subscribers. Like, I remember hitting like 5,000 and not even thinking it was real. Like, there's no way. Like, 5,000, even 1,000 people is still a lot of people to me. I honestly, my mind is absolutely blown that when I post something, nearly 20,000, over 20,000 people are going to see it in their, when they go to youtube.com, they're going to see my video thumbnail and the possibility of them clicking on it or not clicking on it, depending on if it's a video they're interested in. My mind's absolutely blown. Like, you can't, it's hard to explain. But yeah, so I blew past 21, and now I'm knocking down 22,000's door. If I hit 22,000, I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm at 22,000. I just know it's not something I go on there and I try not to worry about it. Like, it's just one of those things that'll come with time, really. And I'm just like completely blown away. And it's just amazing that many people have clicked that button at some point in their life, saying, "Hey, I want to get notified when this guy posts something new." I'm just like, I cannot believe it. This is going to be an exciting year. It really is. I'm sorry to everybody that has the Note 2. I've been neglecting that device. And as you can see, I still have it. I still love it. It's a good phone. It really is. The only two reasons I use my HTC One over my Note 2 is that 1080p screen and the wireless AC internet. You just have no clue. I've hit speeds in excess of 100 megabits per second and upload speeds in excess of 20, 25 maybe? I'll put it up on the screen right there. I'll put it right there. Yeah, I've hit some ridiculous speeds that I'll never hit on a wireless in device. So if the Note 3 has a 1080p screen, which it is, and if it has wireless AC, one carrier, I think it's the unlocked international version, is getting the HTC Butterfly S or something. It's going to have a 3,300 milliamp hour battery, and it's going to have removable storage. So a huge, bigger battery than this thing, and expandable storage. Pretty impressive. So I'm excited about that. I do have some Note 2 videos coming. Billard412, he has an easy zip to go back to stock, and that's the zip I use. You basically install it in Custom Recovery. It resets your flash counter. It gets you back to MDC stock, everything. So you could literally be at the Sprint store, load up the, if you have the zip on your SD card, you could flash the SD card while you're waiting in line, and when you hand the phone to them, it's 100% stock. Billard is an amazing guy. He's currently working on something like that for the S4. I'm working with him, trying to help him. I pulled some logs, and he's trying to get some stuff sorted out. He's an amazing guy. So whenever he releases his S4 tool, I'll have a video on it. Galaxy S4 with the case that I did a video on. I have my case on my HTC One as well. I like it. My only concern is with HTC One, it makes the button a little bit hard to press on the top. But I'm running a custom ROM, and with Madako Toolkit, you can actually map the volume down button or the volume. You can map the volume buttons as the power button, so like it'll turn the screen on. So I've just been using that to turn the screen on because I really like the case. But so Galaxy S4, the Note 2, I'm not neglecting it. I'm not forgetting about it. My whole life has just been crazy lately. Like E3 happened, was glued to the TV, super excited about all the upcoming games coming out for the Xbox One, and excited about the PS4 as well, getting both consoles. I pre-ordered my Xbox One. I will be at GameStop waiting in line to pick mine up, and they only had you can't even pre-order them right now. They're sold out. So like they said that there won't be that many people. They had an allocation of how many people could buy them, and because there's only like 3 million that they can sell worldwide. So yeah, I pre-ordered Xbox One. I'll be probably around lunchtime waiting at GameStop for that day. And then I'll come home, I'll pull out my camera, I'll record an unboxing video, and I'll get it online as soon as I possibly can. And when the PS4 comes out, I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I will. I actually pre-ordered the Nvidia Shield. That comes out here in a few days. I may have to cancel that pre-order because my wife's grandma passed away, and so I might have to cancel that pre-order and use that $300 plus shipping to go to Tennessee and go to her grandma's funeral. So I'll eventually get the Shield if that happens. It just won't be right away. But I did have it pre-ordered right now. I just don't know if I'll be able to keep that pre-order. I might have to cancel it. And like I said, use that $300 to go to Tennessee for gas, food, place to stay, and everything. And so she can see her grandma one last time and say her final goodbyes. But yeah, I'm excited about the Nvidia Shield. I hope I can work everything out, still get that, and go to Tennessee. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I might have to, like I said, I might have to cancel that. But I'm excited about it. So I'm getting the PS4 later this year, getting the Xbox One later this year, getting the Note 3 later this year. If HTC pulls, hopefully the next device they have will feature a bigger battery. Even if it's non-removable, if they give me a 3300 milliamp battery, I'm going to be fine with that. If you don't give me a micro SD card, give me 64 gigs and I'll be fine with that. But hopefully the next one will have a micro SD card, and hopefully we'll have a removable battery because I like extended batteries, I really do. I'm actually, as soon as I get my Amazon gift card, I'm checking out. I have a Zero Lemon 9300 milliamp battery for the Note 2. I have a Zero Lemon 7500 milliamp battery for the S4. And I have a Zero Lemon 7000 milliamp battery for the S3. And I'm going to do videos on all three of those. So stay tuned for that. As you saw by my previous video, I still have my Transformer Prime. I'm still keeping up with it. I still do videos on it. The new Transformer Pad Infinity, it's going to have a crazy 2560 by 1660. Somewhere along those lines, I'll try to put it up on the screen. Somewhere along those lines, crazy resolution. It's going to be just like the Transformer Prime, except it's going to be beyond 1080p. It's going to have a USB 3.0 port. It's going to have 2 gigs of RAM, which was the Transformer Prime's weakest point, is that 1 gig of RAM. That's just low in today's standards. So I'm super excited about the Transformer Pad Infinity. It's only going to be like $499 to get the dock and the tablet, or $399 to get the tablet itself. Now, my Transformer Prime almost never, ever, ever comes out of the dock it's in. So I honestly, the dock is essential. It completes it. I love, love, love being able to close it up, take it with me, not worry about my screen getting scratched up, not worrying about getting a protector. In fact, I sat on the top of my car because I was loading my car up, and I used my Transformer Prime to monitor my DSLR, my Canon 60D, because I use DSLR controller and I can control my camera. I can change the ISO, I can change the aperture, white balance, f-stop. I can change everything really quickly just by tapping on the screen, instead of fiddling through a bunch of different scrolling menus and having to turn the camera off to change some things. And anyways, I sat on top of my car, I drove off, and I heard something fall, and I was like, "Ah, crap." So luckily just the keyboard and the outside of because it was closed inside the keyboard, luckily that took all the damage, and the tablet itself was fine. So I'm still using it to this day. So yeah, the keyboard pretty much completes it. Battery life, USB 3.0 port, SDXC slot, Transformer Pad Infinity. Super excited about that. Gonna try to get that. Note 3, I've got to get that. I just, my whole being, I love the Note 2. Like I said, there's only 2 major things keeping me from putting my phone number on it and using it every day. that 1080p screen on the HTC One and the wireless AC, I get a link speed of 433 megabits per second on the S4 and the HTC One. And on that phone, I get like 150 on wireless in. So, yeah. And for those of you that are like, that's not your internet speed, I'm aware of that. I have like 120 down and 25 up with Comcast. And with wireless AC, I'm able to use all of that internet on my phone without it being degraded and slowed down by my phone's wireless in. So wireless AC is just something I've gotten to the point where it's like, I gotta have it, I need it, I want it. It's and not to mention 1080p. So I'm excited about the Note 3. I'm excited about the Nvidia Shield, Xbox One, the PS4. The dentist says I could get my braces off as early as November, so I'll be able to do videos without having a mouthful of metal. It'll be kind of weird. I've gotten used to it at this point in my life. So anywhere between November and March, they'll be out of my mouth. And of course, you'll see that. If you're watching this video months from now, you'll just be able to go back and see. Anyways, something else I want to talk about real quick before I make this video any longer. I have a 6-year-old. She graduated kindergarten, as you may have seen the video, which has gotten a ton of awesome, I love reading comments and stuff like that, man. Like, I get them on my phone, I might be driving around or going somewhere or doing something, but I still get the email on my phone, and I'm like, this person commented on this, what'd they say? And I'm like, man, I wish I could reply. Or reply via the mobile app like Flossie Carter and wwjoshdew, then the person doesn't get notified. All you can do is do a little @ symbol, their name, and you gotta hope that at one point that they go back to the video and they look and see if, and especially like if a video gets a lot of comments, like say Jordan Modern X replies to you, his comment that has your name in it, that's not a reply because it did it through mobile, it's going to be at the bottom of the list and you've got to go and search for it. You've got to know that he replied. Anyways, so I get it on my phone and I'm like, man, I wish I could reply but I'm like, I gotta go to the computer, and by the time I get to the computer, sometimes I forget that I got that comment. So every now and then I go through my YouTube inbox and I check and see what all comments I missed and reply to them. So I see every single comment that comes in and out of my channel. I do. I see them, and some of you are awesome. But anyways, a lot of you are awesome. Most of you are awesome, actually. And the negative people, screw them. Just block them, forget about them, move on. That's how I look at it, because there's too many hateful people out there to worry about one person. But my daughter, she's in summer school. Well, tomorrow's her last day. So after tomorrow, right now, she'll be running in my bedroom or knocking on my door or watching TV. And if she watches like Power Rangers or something where there's like, activity, she'll like reenact the scene. And I'll go, stop going. Like, I'm like, stop. You can't go, hiya, 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 hiya. So yeah, she's a loud soul. So she's done with summer school tomorrow. So there's not going to be any quiet time at all anymore. So, and my content isn't professional. I joke around. I have fun. I enjoy doing what I do. I don't try to sound boring and, I'm just going to skip through this, or, man, I'm going to fall asleep listening to this guy. I try to have entertaining stuff that's not really professional, but I totally get it. I'll watch a video and someone's kid will be screaming really loud. I'm just like it just ruins the video. It really does. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try. Her bedtime's like 8, 9 o'clock. Well, it'll probably be a little bit later, when she's out of school. But anyways, when she goes to bed, I'm going to try to record. I've got these lights, and so it doesn't need to be daylight outside. In fact, I have my window closed right now. And the lights aren't even optimized. Like, it could be shining down better, but they're not. Anyways, so when she goes to bed, that's when I'm going to record videos. And then the next morning, while she's watching TV or doing whatever, I'll edit the video. So it's going to be a little bit harder because it's like a newborn. It's like they know, it's like they know that you're, like, they're asleep and they somehow know that you fell asleep, and then they wake up screaming. It's kind of like that. Like the moment I pull out my camera, it's the moment she decides to be really, really loud. So I love her to death, and she's in some of my videos, and it's hard. Like I try to do a video, quiet, concentrated on that, and then you hear some little kid in the background screaming their head off, excited about something, or so yeah. It's gonna be a little bit harder to find time for videos, but I'm gonna make it happen. Like I said, I'm gonna record mostly at night after she goes to bed, and then in the morning I'll edit the video and get it online. So I'm gonna try to make that work. If you stuck around through this entire video, thank you very, very, very much for being so awesome. And I don't think you understand. Maybe you do, but like, this is awesome. I tell people all the time, I'm like, don't pinch me because I might wake up, like this, it's just so weird. Like I had a job where I sat in front of a computer for 10 hours a day, and like, my phone would go off all day long. Hey, this new ROM came out, or this new phone would be out, and I'd have to wait till I get off work to go home and do my video on it while everybody else already has their video online. And I'm just like that was me. And now it's like I can, if I need to go somewhere, I can go somewhere. If a new phone comes out, I can be, I make my own schedule, and I can't thank you all enough. And my life would probably still be the same without you, the person watching this video right now, behind their computer, behind their Android tablet or phone, TV, whatever they're using to view this video with. So, thank you. This is What Would Josh Do? And I'm out. When I was just a little baby boy, my mom used to tell me these crazy things. She used to tell me my daddy was an evil man. She used to tell me he hated me. But then I got a little bit older and I realized she was the crazy one. There was nothing I could do with it. Try changing because that's just what she was. They said I care about no more. They said I care about no more.